Broadcasting live from an Airstream somewhere in Tornado Alley, bringing you the people, places, and stories from the Panhandle to the Red River. This is your Only in Oklahoma show.
And welcome to the show. Today we're getting you ready for the big time in a small town for a festival coming up in Cushing. And later in the show, we went down to the Crossroads. I'm Brett.
And I am Harley.
I should have went, how should I have done that? Down to the Crossroads. We'll put a little,
I don't know.
hey, baby, only in OnlyinOKShow.
So we had a fun little road trip.
Yeah!
By the time this airs, there will be videos on the internet.
There will be videos.
Decentios.
Decentio videos.
We did a Decentios follow-up video.
We did a Decentios deep dive.
And there will have definitely, by the time this airs, been some Rush Springs Festival activities.
I officially work 3 jobs. I kind of feel the pain that you feel normally. Because I'm kind of our freelance videographer. You wouldn't venture to guess how long it would take to do a video and edit a video within the construct. Now imagine, if you will, someone with ADHD filming in HD with 1 minute. I mean, I have 1 minute to work with.
All of our videos are filmed in ADHD.
ADHD 4K HDMI 1080p.
Yeah.
I don't have time to 1080p because I'm constantly editing videos. But yeah, we've got tons of stuff coming up.
We do.
We're busy beavers. We haven't even been to Beaver's Bend yet.
So I know it's hot. I know we have.
It's hot.
Although, again, back to the Rush Springs thing, unseasonably cool day.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
Really good day for watermelon.
But I know it's hot right now, and I know it feels like it's never going to end.
It does feel like that.
But fall is coming, and if you blink during fall in Oklahoma, you miss the whole damn thing.
Yeah, fall is kind of like, what would you like in an Oklahoma fall too? Like a Halley's Comet?
Something like, I mean, it happens every year, but it lasts, most seasons last for 3 months,
3 months.
approximately. Oh, yeah. Oklahoma fall lasts for about 17 minutes.
Yeah, 17, well, it depends on where you're at. It might be, if you're in the Panhandle, it lasts for about 13 seconds.
For real. So, we really have to ramp up for the shows that we've got to cover in fall.
We do, believe it or not.
There is a festival coming up in the fall.
Yeah.
In Cushing, Oklahoma.
I love Cushing. Cute, quaint little town just off the turnpike.
It is. This festival, hosted by the Cushing Chamber of Commerce, is called Festival in the Park. It's held annually on the last Saturday in September. So you got a little bit of time to plan for it.
And I think the hope, what I like about what they're doing, the last weekend in September, hopefully by then,
it's cool down.
We're in light jacket.
Yeah.
Right?
Or a heavy sweater.
A parka. No, that's too much. I think,
how about a t-shirt with no sweat in it?
Yes. Yeah, I'm tired of being shiny. I really am. I mean, I normally glisten from all the things that we do magically, but I'm really tired of being swampy in spots that there are no swamps.
It is, and that was my hope. I was hoping that maybe preparing for the fall activities would kind of take people's mind off the fact that it's 103 degrees.
Is it kind of like when you put a tooth under you're in hopes that the tooth fairy comes? If you do like fall-like activities now, does it kind of reset the multiverse, or do we need Doctor Strange to come and do his like voguing, like magical vogue hands to get some decent weather? It literally got hotter from 5 to 6. It got hotter.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. Like, the sun's going down, why is the temperature rising?
So yeah, festival at the end of September, by all means. So take notes, people.
This festival happens in Cushing's Memorial Park.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gorgeous park.
Yeah, it's a beautiful park.
It reminds me of something. Do you remember in Norman, the Renaissance Festival used to be held
at the Duck Pond?
Yes.
Yes. It does kind of feel like that.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Where I don't like the new park. I feel like it's almost not really a park. Like, you have 7 trees. That's not a park.
It's not a park, and there's no relief from any elements. Or it just doesn't give me a vibe of the Middle Ages.
The one at the duck pond, like, it felt like you just walked into
Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were tipped actually in the Shire.
But this park reminds me of that park a lot. It's on the corner of 5th and Little Avenue. One of the things that will also remind you of the Renaissance Fair.
What?
They have
Dippin' Dots?
Roaming magicians.
I like a roaming magician.
I think that's cool. They have a lot of stuff that's, a lot of free fun and attractions for this thing. They really go all out. But I like the roaming magicians. I also like the roaming musicians.
Gotta be careful. Musicians, magicians.
They have both.
They have both. Right.
So you don't have we can say it wrong and still be right.
Listen, give me free or give me free or give me death, but that's liberty. Kind of the same thing. But a free festival, free activities for kids, and by all means.
You have young kids.
I do have young kids.
Children's activities, especially stuff where they get to make something that they get to take home with them.
Right. Another thing on the refrigerator.
I get that you don't like the thing, but the kids like the activity.
I'm not saying I don't like the thing.
You don't like having 67 macaroni photos on your refrigerator.
No, okay. I want to let me literally and figuratively paint a picture for you, and we'll get back to this. There are art pieces on the refrigerator. Now, we have a teenager. He'll be 17 in a matter of weeks.
Does he still have a whole display on
There is a picture. I am not kidding. When I get home, I'll take a picture and send it to you. Of Martin Luther King Jr. that he drew in the 2nd grade. My kids have stuff. We have boxes of stuff. And I said to her, and I'm not going to lie, and later in life I'll confess on my deathbed that I threw away some of their school art that wasn't left in the car. Don't do that to me. Don't look at me like that. It had juice. There was a Don't look at me like that. You.
Hey, to each his own. I mean, if your childhood memories aren't that
Oh my
to you.
goodness. No. Okay, I'll never do it again. but the point is, we have a massive collection. We have a hoarder's paradise of nothing but poorly drawn Crayola people. I love my kids. I love them.
Dude, I get it. Sometimes stuff like that happens. And let's be honest, we've all had at least one kid where they were a prolific artist.
And then the other one that wasn't.
No, like the kid that produces literally reams of artwork.
Yeah. And reams upon reams.
We're running out of room. Like, I've bought you 700, 500 piece deals of copy paper for you to color on.
One of your daughters is an artist.
She's really talented.
Like, if she could just draw, that's all she would do.
Yeah.
And she was good at it. But yeah, so I get it. I'm not keeping my kids from being the next Michelangelo, Raphael, or Leonardo. Oh wait, those are Ninja Turtles. But you get what I'm saying. I'm not holding them back. I'm just saying, can we slow down? Every 5 minutes, I'm coming home with something new. Like, teacher, can we teach them how to balance a checkbook? I know they're 4 and 3. Anyway, go ahead. Free events, kids, activities.
The reason I wanted to talk about this festival is because they do a lot of things that are really different. One of the things that they do that is really different, the Cushing children do performances.
Oh, yeah?
In the amphitheater stage throughout the day.
Cool.
Like Dance Star Productions, high school dance teams, choirs, bands, but even like all ages cheer squads. I like seeing stuff like that. I think that the town really gets behind it.
Get the community involved. Get the kids out there doing stuff. And that's the thing. Smaller towns, and like real small towns, not towns that pretend to be small and have 30 or 50,000 people show up for a candle lighting ceremony. When the community gets together, the kids get involved, like Rush Springs, other communities we talk to all the time.
One of the things that you and I like about Claremore, their Christmas program.
Oh, it's cool. So fun.
The fact that the kids from the schools are running around talking in British accents and they do a great job, and it sucks you in. Like you feel like you're in a movie.
They're like, hello, Governor. I'm like, I'm wearing a hoodie and shorts, but thank you. I've never been called Governor.
But I love that. I love when communities get involved. So they have a lot of that stuff. They also have a lot of vendor booths. The thing I like about their vendor booth program is they don't duplicate them.
Yeah, you don't have 12 choices of kind of the same thing.
The 17 guys selling the OU, OSU house divided flags or whatever.
Flags or another wood burning booth.
But they have a wide variety of products. They have a lot of like arts and crafts and woodworking and jewelry. And again, I like the non-duplication. Their food booths are similar. They have a huge variety of options. It's all homemade food made by local organizations to raise funds for the year.
Absolutely.
We see that in a few of the different. We see that in a few of the festivals throughout the state, and I love the idea.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Some of the variety of foods that you'll be able to get a hold of: Indian tacos, hot dogs, cotton candy, snow cones. Dude, how about homemade chicken and noodles?
Now here's the thing: I was looking at their menu of food items. You're betting it all on the weather being on the weather being favorable. Because I'm sorry, it's a freaking. I'll buy
it's a hot day.
Are you eating chicken noodles right now?
No.
Are you eating chili?
No. Again, that is one of the corner pieces of this particular festival.
And it's a cook-off.
The Cushing Lions Club Chili Cook-Off showcases over 10 different chili specials.
I'm like, it's hot. They're all good. Everybody wins. Have a good day.
Yeah.
It's just too hot. So the weather better be.
Well, it's late September, dude. It's not going to be hot.
I don't know, man. I've been to some haunt the zoos where I'm wearing a t-shirt and shorts.
True. I imagine it does occasionally happen, but it's got to put a damper on things.
Listen to me. It's what day? It's the 1st of August, and it's still pretty green out there. I've seen a few leaves, but I'm not 100% sure if that's... I'm looking to make sure it's not like a glitch in the Matrix. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is it still... I mean, I'm worried. I'm worried we're not going to get a winter this year. I'm just... we've been through a lot the last 4 years. We know it's something hit reset, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I need to be cold.
Okay, you keep complaining about the weather. I know we've had a couple of hot days, but dude, can we just reflect upon the fact that Rush Springs Watermelon Festival, 85 degrees.
Oh yeah.
There hasn't been a sub 100 day that fell on the Rush Springs Watermelon Festival in the last 2,000 years.
I think eating watermelon for sustenance, because that's what I've done in the past because I couldn't get a bottle of water. I think eating it for pleasure this year will be nice.
I agree with that. Some other activities, they do have a 7 a.m. 5K and fitness walk. So if that's you, if you're going to wake up at 7 and go run a 5K, I'm not doing that now. I'm probably not going to do that in September either.
Have you noticed there are a lot of festivals that do that?
I think it's popular. I think people like doing it, and it allows them to kind of kickstart the day.
True. Yeah, because it's like, how do you open? Somebody's asked me, so what time does the festival open? I'm like, after the 5K? You know what I mean? It is kind of
morning.
In the morning.
When the sun comes up.
It started.
Yeah.
So, I like the hours.
Great festival.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. Memorial Park in Cushing. It's 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So even if it does happen to get hot, it's not... It takes a little while for it to build up. So I think you can probably still get your chili.
You can tough it out. Get your chili on. God, I'm trying hard to think about chili.
This is the time of year where I want to break out John Carpenter's The Thing. Just because of the...
Just to see if it resets.
No, I could watch it. I could turn the lights off in the living room, turn the sound up, turn the AC on high, and then just pretend I'm in the Arctic.
I don't know, man. I'm having a really hard time this summer. It's beating me up. And maybe it's because I'm out in it a lot more now. But hell, we're in here and I'm still kind of like, God, it's hot in here. I just can't cool down. I can't.
Maybe that is kind of a sign of your destination.
Well, at this point, I'm willing to make a deal with the devil at the Crossroads if I can. Speaking of Crossroads, we got that coming up next.
I'm Raven Rollins, and this is my Southern True Crime podcast where I discuss cases from my former hometown. Ada, Oklahoma paints itself as an average community, but its history of murder and corruption runs deeper than any story has ever told. You'll hear plenty of special guests, including authors and experts in their fields, who visit with me on each episode, as well as other cases in the southern states. With notorious and unknown cases alike, every victim sees the light on my show. This is Sirens, a true crime podcast.
I was completely unaware of this, and apparently most people in Oklahoma are not aware of this. It's people from outside of Oklahoma that most recognize Cushing, Oklahoma as the pipeline crossroads of the world.
I will tell you, in my past life, my father-in-law lived in Stroud, which Stroud is adjacent. It's like Oklahoma City to Norman, it's not that far apart from each other.
Football rivals,
Friday night. The Cushing, what are they? I don't remember. The Cushing Pipelines versus the Stroud Strutters. That's if they had a minor league football team. But he had the pipeline was running through, they had 80 acres or something like that, and part of the pipeline ran through their land.
And they just tap it, and whenever they need a little oil.
Well, I don't know what they did, because they didn't work. So whatever it did, they sure as hell didn't have to have a job.
So Cushing has a pretty in-depth history. It's really a charming town.
You say charming?
I did say charming.
I did say that too in the beginning.
But it started off during the oil boom, which a lot of things in Oklahoma did. But in 1912, Thomas B. Slick hit a gusher east of Cushing. That led to the Cushing Drumright oil field. Go ahead.
Oil Slick.
Yeah.
Or was his name really Slick? Or they're like, he's slicker than a snake.
I think it's actually his name. But Cushing rapidly transformed into kind of this hub for oil exploration, production, and refining. And by 1913, they solidified their position as a refining center. Go ahead.
Well, my understanding, and maybe I'm wrong because you didn't put it in the notes, but from what I understood, it's part of the longest continuous pipelines in the world.
I'm not 100% sure about how long it is.
Right.
Just more about the amount of oil that goes through Cushing.
Yeah.
So they were a pipeline terminal. They had 39 storage tanks and a network of pipelines capable of transporting up to 1.5 million barrels daily back in 1916. Today, as of today, from my understanding, they have somewhere in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 million barrels of oil a day come through there.
Have you ever seen? Probably not. It was nominated for an award. Have you ever seen There Will Be Blood?
I don't know.
He's like, well, I'm an oil man, and I take my straw, and I come over, and I drink your milkshake. He's an oil man. He talks about using the pipeline not a pipeline at the time, it's a different, to take oil.
Okay.
I'm a bastard in a basket. You'd have to see the movie. It's great.
Yeah, I'm completely unfamiliar.
Daniel Day-Lewis, man. Greatest actor of all time.
Yes, but I don't recall the movie.
Daniel Plainview, one of the greatest characters ever. And he drinks milkshakes. Go ahead. He doesn't.
But anyway.
He died.
A great little community.
Yeah.
A lot of history. Definitely worth it, especially if you got time to go down during that festival and enjoy the place.
You ain't a pipeline.
We'll include links in the show notes. Or we'll include links in the show notes for more information about the festival and Cushing, Oklahoma. And
where to get hot links with those links in the show notes.
Well, we have a huge pipeline of feedback coming our way.
It's huge. It's huge.
And I pulled a couple that I thought were funny
because
they are diametrically opposed.
Oh.
Yes. So on our YouTube page.
Yeah.
So Milo the DJ 5717 on YouTube in reference to your Huey's video. Oh my God, can you quit trying to figure out who it is?
Okay, go ahead.
He said, great food review. I like your video style. What did you think of the loaded okra?
Well, because I kind of rushed through it, I have ADHD. We've talked about it. The loaded okra was fantastic. I would almost pick that over a loaded tater tot any day of the week. But you have to, I think there's a lot of food items I think people would they either love.
You have to like okra to
Yes.
like loaded okra.
You really do.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
So, on the other end of the spectrum.
Okay.
So, again, Milo says, great video style. God damn it on YouTube.
I
That's
like
his
it.
name.
I got it. I
think it's awesome.
Yeah.
He said,
Ah.
in reference to the same video, these literally came up at exactly the same time, by the way.
I wonder if it's the same person.
It's not. He said, I know people will watch just about anything, but why do we give a blank about people eating fast food in their car?
I'm willing to bet he said darn.
He did not say darn.
A fudge.
He might have said something that's similar to the word fire truck.
Oh, wow. Yeah?
Yeah.
Fudge truck. Yep. That's the one.
Yeah. So,
You know what? It's interesting. To be honest, the videos that I do that don't involve food perform the lowest.
for the most part,
Except
Spooky
when there's
stuff.
spooky stuff.
yeah.
So we're gonna do some haunted hot dogs. I don't know what's gonna happen, but it's interesting what people are willing to watch.
I just think there are some people that like it. Actually, there are some people that love it and some people that hate it. I don't think there's a whole lot of people in between. I
Yeah.
feel like food reviews, which we do a lot of, and I understand
Yeah,
it's not everybody's cup of tea.
we haven't done tea yet.
We haven't done tea yet, but we'll get to it. But it's not everybody.
Nah.
Not everybody likes it. But it's weird how it's kind of one end of the spectrum or another.
Yeah.
Like either, dude, if I have to hear one more mouth noise from you, I'm gonna find you and make you eat McDonald's.
But there are people that make like ass loads of money to smack into a microphone.
I know there are weirdos that'll pay for anything, but again, I think there are some people that sound annoys them, and then there are some people who don't feel like they understand how good food is
Right.
without all of the accompanying noise and visuals. So, like,
I'm gonna start doing videos of good food.
there's that food over there. Look at it.
Look at it. I'm going to taste it now. And at the end go, no reaction. It was food. I ate some.
It was sustenance.
Goodbye. You know, I think we can agree, and it's almost kind of become a theme now. You know, if we were in the art business, it'd be the same thing. If we were in the music business, art, food, there are a lot of things that are subjective. Everybody's got an opinion about what they like, what they don't like. But when the creators, when the artistes, the sandwich artists, and the burger makers reach out to you and tell you, you're doing a great job representing our brand, I'll take it. As a matter of fact, Huey's reached out to us to inform us that they've gotten a lot of business since our review.
From us. Yeah, no, again,
It happens.
Like I said, we've got people arguing about whether, on both ends of the spectrum, arguing about the style of video that we're doing. At the end of the day, though, Huey's is reaching back out to us going, hey, we got people coming in the door saying they're here because of you.
You know what's the other thing that's funny about it? It's funny as what people will watch. It's even more interesting what hill they're willing to die on when it comes to something as simple as a cheeseburger. I would have never thought in a million years going into this podcast we'd ever be to a point where we would be defending pepper jack. You know what I mean? Defending mayo on a cheeseburger.
It really is interesting, but I feel like it's part of it's part of the reason that we've been around for so long. We can do a burger show, and it's never boring because there's so much variation in it.
There really is.
Like,
yeah.
You could say a burger's a burger all you want, but there are places where people just pull something out and you're like, how did you, why would you ever think of putting this together with this?
I mean, for God's sakes, if that wasn't the case, there are competitions for people for best burger.
Right.
Best barbecue, best of show, best food. I mean, for God's sakes, the food truck championships, that's the cornerstone is.
And again, food is subjective.
Yes.
Not everybody likes the same things. And what I think is top of the hill, you may not agree. That's fine.
Yeah.
But you still have to acknowledge that even if you don't like this particular style of pizza over this particular, you still have to acknowledge that you have to acknowledge the giants in the field.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
You have to know that DeCentio's in Marlow, Oklahoma makes one of the best New York style pizzas that you can find.
Right. In corner to corner of the state, it is one of the best pizzas you will ever have. Some of the best barbecue you'll ever have in Oklahoma is Oklahoma smoked barbecue.
Yeah.
And some may argue that it's Butcher in
but again,
Wellston.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you like A or B. You can still recognize that there are pillars. There are people who stand head and shoulders above the competition.
And can we agree? Can we at least agree, if you don't like A or B, that it's better than any franchise, any McDonald's, any Sonic, any...
Yeah.
Can we just agree that it's better than any of that? And if we can't agree on it, the best way to let us know is the email us at theonlyinOKShow at gmail.com. You can hit us up on messengers. That's fine. But the best and easiest way for us to get right to you
OnlyinOKShow
is OnlyinOKShow.com. This has been the Only in OK Show. New episodes every week, new content every time we turn around. I'm Brett.
And I'm Harley, and we're out of here.
Peace. Context.
As soon as you read a show note, then you'll have context.
First of the month. Down to the crossroads, hop around on my knees. That song jams, dude.
You know who this is, right?
Yeah, it's Cream.
Yep.
Dude,
Most people, that's Eric Clapton. Wrong!
I mean, it is.
Doesn't matter. It's not Eric Clapton.
But
it's Cream.
When you look at the Eric Clapton Essentials or Eric Clapton Best Greatest Hits, they include a lot of those on there.
Oh, well, yeah, but at the same time, it's, like, you have to give credit where it's due, and Cream was a killer band.
Oh, yeah, they jam, dude. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Such a good song, man. Cream had some freaking good ones. And a lot of people only think of In the White Room with Black Curtains at the It's a good song. It's a good song. They had another one. They're legends.
I love this damn song.
Which one? Okay.
What's your other song?
It isn't the way. It ain't the way that you use it. Come on, dude. Give it to me, man. Give it to me. That's from one of my favorite movies of all time. It's what made me want to play bull.
All right. Let's make a show.
Welcome to the show today. You're like looking at me like, nah.
No, I'm fine. Let's go.
Listen to me.
Past my bedtime, dude. I'm fading fast.
Boy, get out of town. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show today. We get. You did it on purpose. You did it on purpose. We getting you ready for the big time in a small town, man. Everything gonna be all right. Crossroads Festival, man. 3, 2, 1. And welcome to the show today. Today. And 3, 2, 1.